Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Civilization video. My name is Legend Ronnie and today we are going to talk about gem spending guide and money spending guide. I know I already have a gem spending video, but this will be version 2.0, and why is that is because the VIP shop has been introduced into the last update and I believe I need to do a review. And since I already spent a little into the game, you can check my power. I believe that I can give you some of the best advices where you should spend your money, how you should spend your money, and what would be the best ways to spend them if you do plan to spend them. Now, before I go further, I would like to say that you should only spend what you can afford. This is one of the general things when it comes to games, gambling and everything. You should only spend what you can afford. It's very important. I'm going to start first with the gem spending guide, because maybe some of you are going to be able to obtain gems from the game without spending. So I'm going to start with the gem spending guide. Before I start with that, there is 3 mistakes you should not do with the gems. First, you should never instantly build buildings. You should never do that. Second, you should never instantly train troops. That is very bad investment. And the third one, you should not instantly do research. These are the 3 bad investments you can do into the game with your gems. Now, the best advice starting with the gems would be the VIP levels. Before, in my previous video, I was saying that you need VIP 6, and I was advising people to get to VIP 6. Because you unlock the second build queue, so you don't have to keep spending 150 gems on that dude, so you can have 2 buildings going all the time. Now my advice is to reach VIP 9. Now you might be wondering why I say VIP 9, and that is because of the shop. And after VIP 9, I would advise you to reach VIP 10, and why is that? Because you get a freaking legendary commander sculpture every day and a gold key. So this might be a bit of an investment in terms of gems to buy all these particular VIP points, but on the long run, if you do enjoy the game, if you will keep playing the game, this will going to benefit you a lot. You can see that at VIP 9 chest you get an epic commander sculpture and a silver key, and just because you go 1 VIP level more, get a gold key and a legendary commander sculpture. So that is very good. So this would be the first place you should spend your gem into your VIP levels. Try to get to VIP 10. This will help you a lot in the long run. Now, as part of the gem spending guide is the courier station, because you know this one resets every day when UTC goes to like 000. This is when the courier station comes in, and then after 2 hours, by training and building and upgrading stuff, we all know that it keep coming in. That means of course if you are an active player. When the courier station comes in, unfortunately I don't have it, and I do apologize for that, but there are a couple of things you have to keep in mind as part of gem spending. One is the resources. So if you want to spend more gems other than VIP, or if you want to do a bit of both, that will be your choice, but your main priority should be VIP 10. After you reach VIP 10, or if you want to do both in the same time, what you can focus on the courier station is the resource cards. So there are resource cards 90% reduced, 90. Those are the resource cards that does worth spending your gem into. Now the second thing there are is the speed rush. So you have a lot of speed rush in there, but only worth the 70% off and the 80% off. The 80% off is pretty rare, but the 70% off is pretty often. Further you go down, you're going to have your experience. Now I'm telling you from experience how hard it is to get a commander to level 50 and how hard it is to get a commander to 6 stars. I already have that, and this is why I'm talking. It's going to take a lot of experience and stars, and you can see that there is 60 levels to max out, and with all my spendings I still haven't reached that. So I'm buying all the experience from the Courier station with either resources or with the gems. You can also get legendary stars in there, but do not spend gems on those. It is a pretty bad investment. If you do want to buy those stars, sometimes they are with resources. So this is where it brings me to the part, if you are an active player. If you are an active player, you probably have a lot of resources, or you can afford to spend a lot of resources. So the legendary stars, you should buy them with resources all the time from the Courier station. Then you can already see that I already have these boosts. So this boost, I have them all the time. When they go out, I just do them all the time. So this is the gathering speed and the productions, and I only buy this from the Courier station using in-game resources, so using my food and using my wood. This is how I'm buying those boosts, which I have them all the time. And if you look over here, these ones are on yellow, these are already maxed, but there is a particular reason why I'm not gathering them right now. It's because of an event that is going to hit in a couple of hours. So yes, make sure you have gathering items all the time. You need to maximize your income. You need to be active and maximize your income. Have gathering items, have resource production item going on all the time, so you maximize your income by buying them with the in-game resources. With the in-game resources of food and wood, you can also buy speed rush. If speed rush pops in there, you can buy the speed rush as well. There are also various other items that pops with gems, and if you do need some of them, obviously you can just go ahead and buy them. And what I'm talking about by others, where are they, is the talent reset. But the talent reset, you can also get this from the alliance shop. Is the teleports, but the teleport is in the VIP shop now, and this one you can also get from the alliance shop. You can talk with your officers. Boosts as well, you can grab them from the alliance shop. Advanced army expansion, the best way you can get this one is 70% off. So these are the gathering ones that I was telling you about, and I'm buying them with in-game resources. I'm not spending gems on them. But you might want to have some anti-reconnaissance. This goes up to 70% off. They're like 150 gems. You might want to have a couple of shields with you just in case. And as I mentioned, these ones I'm buying them with in-game resources, and I'm having them all the time to maximize my income. This is very, very helpful on the long run, having resources. So this is pretty much about the Courier station that I have to say. Now, where you could use all this speed rush that I'm actually telling you about. For example, right now we have the Mightiest Governor event, so I can give you the best example. So in the Mightiest Governor event, the first day is the troops training day. So that, if you want to get the first place, you have to speed rush as many troops as possible. Now, if you have stockpiled a lot of speed rush, and I'm talking about hundreds of hours, if you actually want to hope for a rank. I don't want to give you false hope, but if you want to save up for, let's say, a month and a half, and then on one of the Mightiest Governor event you want to go all out, you have a chance to win it. And we all know that on the Mightiest Governor event, this is what you get on the first rank. On our server is Charles Martel, but on different server might be other commanders. Well, 180 legendary sculptures, that is a significant amount of sculptures. Legendary commanders later on in the game make a huge difference. If you have at least one and you're specialized on something, that will help you a lot in the game. Then on the second day is the killing barbarians, on third day is gathering resources, and on fourth day is increasing your power. So obviously, if you have a lot of speed rush, you don't really need to train troops, but building and technical power, which is the research. So you speed rush these two, and obviously you're going to gain a lot of points. And you can see I'm rank 1 at the moment. So this is where you can use your speed rush. You need to make the most of your gems and the most of your resources. Now, going further into the gem spending guide, we now have the shop. And as part of the mistakes which I did not mention at the beginning, this would be the fourth mistake: do not buy full price resources or speed ups. Do not do that. This is very, very wrong. So this would be the fourth mistake you should not do. Resources and speed up, you should not buy them full price. Boost, as I mentioned, you can get them from the Courier shop, but if you're actually in a need of one of them, like you really need an 8-hour peace shield, you can also get it from the Alliance shop. But if you really need like an anti-reconnaissance or some other specific bonuses, you could actually make an effort and just spend for one of them. Now this is the VIP shop, and obviously is a gem spending shop. As I mentioned, first tip would be to try to get to VIP 10. You can see that since I'm already VIP 10, I can already show you that I have these particular items unlocked. Now I was told that you need VIP 9 for the Epic Commander sculptures, so that is really, really good. For the VIP 10 you get stone and 24 hours enhanced defense is not really that important. The first thing you should focus on in this VIP shop, I would advise you to be the Epic Commander sculptures, but that would mean 10,000 gems every week. That is quite a significant amount of gems. If you do not afford that particular amount of gems, the second thing I would advise you to, or if you can, the boat would be the experience. It costs you like 2,000 gems to buy all this experience, which is like 800,000 experience. That is really, really good. The price is also good. And the second thing would be the 8-hour speed ups. The 1-hour speed ups I would not really advise you, because for the same price, if you buy the 8-hour speed rush, I think I already did the math, you get like twice or 3 times more hours for the amount of gem that you spend. So obviously you should go with the 8-hour speed ups. It will give you a lot more for your gems. You can have targeted teleport if you actually need one. Do not buy the gold keys. This would be a very bad investment. Resources, you have them here. If you actually need resources, you can obviously spend your gem, or if you are in a war, again, you have the VIP shop. It's on 24/7. You don't really need to just buy them. If you go further down into the VIP, that will make you a dirty pay to win. I'm just joking, I'm sorry. But you'll probably reach the legendary commander sculptures, and obviously, me personally, I would focus and buy them until I maxed out my favorite commander or one of the commanders that I'm actually working on. And after that, I'll probably be only the 24-hour speed rush, and if I actually need some resources, because the value is getting better and better as it keep increase the amount. So this would be about the gems. Again, I do not advise you to spend your gems on stars, neither epic or legendary stars. I would not advise to spend your gems on stars, because you get plenty of them from the chest. You just need to have patience. So this would be about the gem spending guide. I pretty much believe that I covered everything. If you have any questions, you can always drop a comment in the comment section below, and I always answer. Now let's go on the money spending guide, since we are on this particular level. The first thing, you're going to have your recharge bundles or your recharge offers. Those are some of the best offers that you can get for the beginning, and obviously if you plan to spend money, like I mentioned, you should only spend what you can afford, and it's going to be your own choice if you want to spend. I'm just giving tips and advices if you do want to spend. So those recharge bundles, they do work. So if you do want to buy them, just go ahead. They are a very great value. The second thing, the growth funds or the supply. The second thing that if you plan to spend some money on is the 30-day gem supply. Or if you don't want to buy the recharge bundles, the 30-day gem supply, this is something that it is needed in this game. The reason I'm saying that because is you're going to make a lot of gems every month, and at some point you're going to reach the VIP levels, and you're going to make the most of your VIP levels and will help you progress into the game. So the supply depot, the 30-day gem, highly advise you to buy it. Growth funds would be the third one that you could spend on. You get a lot of gems, but I would only advise you to do it once you reach your city hall level to 21. The reason I'm saying that is because if you do it sooner, you get small amounts of gems. You might get anxious and you might just spend it randomly, but if you get like a bunch of gems in a bulk, then you might make the most of it and do a right decision where you're going to spend them, and just use them correctly, like increasing your VIP levels, or at least use them in one of the events. Make sure you can reach rank 1 or one of the best ranks to get most of it. So this would be the third one, and if you do plan to go further and keep spending, this would be the fourth one, Treasure of the King. Treasure of Wisdom and Treasure of Courage. I only advise Treasure of the King. This is $3 a day. That would make like $90 a month. This is the best bundle or the best offer that you can get in the game right now. You get 500 action points, you get 1 gold key, you get VIP points, you get 8 hours of speed rush, and you get a chance to get some legendary sculptures. Now in my server you can see here that it says Charles Martel sculptures, so this is the commander that is in the Treasure of the Kings or the daily special offer right now in the game. But this is the best offer after the monthly card. This is the best offer that you can get in the game, but again it's $3 a day, so that will bring you to $90 a month. So it's entirely up to you how much you want to spend. You might say, well, you advise us to buy that one, but you bought all three. The reason I bought all three is because I was just needing a couple more sculptures to upgrade one more level on my Charles Martel. So for that reason I did another $3 effort today just to be able to get his skills up one more time. Now you have the gem store, and you already know that the first purchase when you do is the double price. So if you really want to spend and you need some gems for VIP level or various reasons that I'm advising to, then obviously the first purchase, it does worth it. Further that, I would not advise it. It says there 5,000 bonus, do not do it. Why? Because you have your super value bundles, and your super value bundles are very good, and you already see that the King's Coronation is sold out because it was a limited offer. So this was a one-time offer, and if you do plan to get it, I would advise it too. So the last one, which is obviously $100, you can see that it grants you 25,000 gems, which the gem grants you as well. And then look at the difference of bonuses. Rather than 5,000 gems which the gem store give you, so look at the difference of bonuses that you can get, plus an Alliance golden chest. Now the next bundle that I would advise you, and this would be the fifth one, I already said the King's Coronation, so this would be the fifth one, is the super value bundles, is the City of Hope. This would be the next one after the King's Coronation, and you might ask me why. Why City of Hope? The reason I'm saying City of Hope is because it doesn't give you gold, and when you reach the last one, it's going to give you a lot more resources that you will make most of it into the game. Plus, as you keep buying it is going to give you less building speed rush and is going to give you more speed up, which you can use it everywhere. So this would be the second bundle that I would advise you once this one is depleted. Living Legend, I would not really advise you to buy this one. It does not reward you for what you spend. You can see that I already did the first one, it grants you a gold key, and the second one is start giving you silver key, and the next one is give you more silver keys and more silver keys. Well, what the hell? What do you need silver keys? What do you need the rare sculptures which you can get them from the free silver chests that you get them daily, or epic sculptures or stars? You need legendary ones, and they do not really want to give you that many. So I do not advise Living Legend. If you do need, and you already depleted the City of Hope, you can always go for the War Machine or Fountain of Wisdom. This one, resource reserve, it does give you a bunch of resources but nothing else. So if you only look for resources, then you can go ahead for resource reserve. I was never into this one because it doesn't give speed rush. Now, as addition to all these bundles, you have the Fate Changer. When you either losing or you have a lot of injuries, those are very good bundles, the Fate Changer. Then you have the bundles when you summon a legendary commander. So this is another important part that you might be very careful. Do not summon like all of them in the same time, just go one by one. You get a $5 bundle, which is tremendously good. That would be the third best offer you can get into the game. Then you have the offers when you upgrade your city, which again, those are very good, and I would also advise you, if you plan to spend, I would advise you to buy them. I just wanted to do this particular video because people are asking me, you know, how I managed to get this, or how much I spent. But I didn't spend as much as you would think about, but I wanted to do this guide just so you know that you can do this with not that much money. You just need to be careful and do calculated spendings. This is what you need to do. You just don't need to go guns blazing, or if you have 30,000 gems, you just go ahead and buy keys and open gold chest and hope for miracles. I never bought a single gold key since I'm playing this game. And if I look at my items right now, where is it? I have 31 gold keys. I've done the video with 110, then I open another 27 on my live stream, and there you go, I have 31 again. I'm just playing the game to resource manage. I'm managing my resources the best way I can, and that is how I'm gaining everything, with a little bit of spending. So I hope you find this this guide very interesting. I was trying to be as short as possible, but it was not. Alright, so until next time, this is Legend Ronnie. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.